Wow, look at that. That is a beautiful tractor. But, I don't know, there's something missing. Hello and welcome along. Once again, we are going big on Estancia Lapacho. And as you can see, sitting here in the store is a Challenger MT845E. And we are down here. We're down here because we're going to buy a new tractor. We're going to buy something very similar to this, but not actually this. We're going to head over to the shop here. This is currently in here as a tractor I can use, but I'm not going to. I'm going to remove it from the game. Instead, we are going to get something really cool. I saw this on the Giants Mod Hub, and I went, I have got to have that in my game. It is, of course, the MT800E series field Python. So this is the one with the wonderful snakeskin on it. We have, as I said last episode, we've added in, 1.5 million. We've purchased and built our farmyard. We have 690,000 left, which is far more than I ever expected. So we are going to get a really nice version of this tractor. We are going to go for the maximum amount of horsepower, 646. There is nothing this tractor won't be able to handle on the farm. We're also going to get the 3-meter tracks on it, which takes us up to 509,000. But for going big, this is a tractor. This is properly a big tractor to have on this map. So let's grab that and head back out. And there she is. Now, what a beauty! Oh man, is that a beautiful looking tractor? This is going to be our massive workhorse on the farm. Covered in this wonderful python skin. It's going to be brilliant. We're going to take this and I think we're going to go and hook it up to our seeder today. We're going to try and have a go with the seeder and have a go there. So let's start her up. We need to activate the shuttle on here that we now have. And yeah, looking good. Really liking the look of this. And the sound of this too. Popping cab. Wow. So tractors are not something I've used a lot in farm sim, mainly because with 17 I tended to keep lower end, which is again part of the reason why I wanted to do this series. It is a very different experience for me. I've been watching a lot of Millennial Farmer recently. So seeing him in I think it's the smaller one. I think it was the 700s he had on there. I really wanted to give tractors a try, and especially on a map like this. We have several things that I'm thinking of having a go with, especially with the with 181,000 left. We are actually going to have a little bit of money to get a couple of other things that I would like to have on the map in. So we will have a go with that. Of course, we're going to take this back to our new farmyard, and I think this is the first time really for a while that I've driven this whole journey back. But I want to give you guys the full effect of what driving round to our farmyard is like. This is a gorgeous tractor. I'm really pleased with this purchase, if you can't tell. So there are things I want to get. I'd love to get an overloader. While this is going big, while I want to get a large overloader, I don't know if we've got a large enough setup to do it. Oh, look at the weeds in our... Wow, the weeds in our sugarcane is not good. We're going to have to do some work with sugarcane coming up as well. And this is, well, we've got the tracks on here, so this actually won't destroy any of the stuff. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be spraying it, and of course we're going to be, yeah, with herbicide and fertilizer. Although the herbicide, obviously down this end of the field, has done its job. From when it overlapped here. So we're going to be doing field 6, as always. It is our single field. But this is I love this farmyard. I love how this came out last time. It just works superbly. As you can see, I've got all the equipment in here now. And the beauty of this tractor is bits of the yard like this that are really tight, our tractor can handle. Our tractor can get into. Right, so how are we for seed? Seed, we've not got a huge amount. We could really do with a bit more seed. Unfortunately, we've come all the way back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this started. We'll see how far we go. We've got soybeans set up. And it should be a really, really nice piece of kit to use with this. Let's zoom out. Yeah, not the widest piece of equipment. We can actually do a much bigger piece of kit. So maybe we'll have a look at that. Maybe we'll look at possibly upgrading our seeder so that we can do these fields a bit quicker. I think the Python works really well on this map as a piece of kit. It has got that whole, you know, slightly deserty snake look to it. This map, so it's just, yeah, that is just absolutely working brilliantly. The adjustments are great, especially now that I've got wheel and everything working perfectly. But that is looking brilliant, and I love the Estancia Lapacho mud on these tracks. Now this is sticking exactly to 180 degrees, so it's a really good tractor for sticking on a good straight line as well. This is brilliant. This is absolutely perfect, and I'm so pleased that we've got it. We will be continuing and using this. So I'm gonna have a go around the field a bit, and when we get about halfway through, I'll come back to you and we'll see how we're going. So we've taken a quick detour. We got about 3 rows into the field before we ran out of seeds. So we've got a bit of solid fertilizer here, I think. Yeah, that's solid fertilizer. So we're going to load up with that, the remains of that. But I'm also going to pop into the shop quickly and get us some more seed. Now, how much seed does this take? Let's take a quick look. This takes 1,600. So 2 seed bags will do it, or 2 seed pallets will do it. So we'll head into here quickly and purchase those. So pallets, big bags. We want 1,000 litres. Yeah, so we want 2 of these. So buy. Okay, and buy. Yes. Okay, right. There we go. So that's out here. And we'll just get these filled up before we head back out to our farm. So just turn around, and there we go. So we've got plenty of fertilizer there, but this and this will fill up fairly quickly. I'm actually thinking with how this series is and what we're doing, that maybe it might be wiser in our farmyard. Oh, just going up the side there. We should be able to do that. Try. Might be wise to put in some fill stations. So I'm going to look at downloading those. Maybe we do have money for the rest of our farms. So yeah, I think we might do that. But I'm going to head back to the field. I'm going to get us done and get us going again. And as I said, I will see you about halfway through the field. So we're just coming up to halfway through the field, and in all honesty, I think I love this tractor. Wow. I've not been a huge fan of track tractors in farm sim before, but this is just performing so nicely. The whole thing about keeping on a set degree and just running, you know, as if you're on GPS. This tractor does. I hardly need to touch the steering wheel at all when I'm using it. It just runs. I am thinking very much that we are now massively overpowered for our seeder with both our tractors, because we upgraded our other tractor. So I think we're going to look into a possible upgrade for that. But I mean, this is just beautiful. This tractor works so well, and I'm so happy with it. So really good purchase. Really pleased I went with this. And it's just making short work of this field, which is great news. We'll be able to, the other thing of course, if we get another seeder, we'll be able to do more contracts. It'll be good to be able to go around the map and do some larger contracts. We've got a bit of overlap there. Seed won't go down so fast, but that's okay. Yeah, it just works really well. So really pleased, really lovely tractor this. Highly recommend it. As I said, it's on Giants Mod Hub. It is just a reskin of the standard in-game tractor. It does cost a few thousand more, though, I discovered. I think the base price for one of these is 422 and change, whereas this is 427 and change for its base setup. Of course, we've gone for the big one, which is why we're over 500,000. That doesn't look like it's seeded all that straight, so I don't know what's happened there. We'll find out on our return journey. But yeah, it's just working really, really well and really lovely. It's so maneuverable. Turning at the ends here, you have to be careful actually not to catch the tracks on the drawbar for the seeder. It really likes to turn that sharply, but it is just working. It's just working so well. There we go. Come on, no, that's going the wrong way. There we are. And it turns, as I said, it turns really sharply. So if you're doing any kind of adjustment to your steering, it can go off. It can go off track really quickly unless you do a small adjustment. But I'm loving it. It's just working so well. So we're gonna get this field finished, and then we might have a little bit of time to go and have a look at dealing with the herbicide issue over on our sugarcane. But for now, I'm just going to keep going, and I will see you at the end of the field. Okay, so we are on our final run now, heading down the side of the field. We're down to 30% soybean seed and 46% fertilizer. So in total we've used about, well at this point we're 29. So we've used about 82% of the tank so far, because we started with 11% on the other side when we before we had needed to fill up, before we needed to run down to the shop to fill up. So I'm probably gonna pop down to the shop and just pick up the rest of that off camera, because obviously there's no point in me doing that while we're doing this. So what we're gonna do, I think is we've got a couple of minutes left. We're gonna finish this up. We're then gonna go and get our sprayer, and we're gonna go and spray the bit of herbicide we've got sitting in the tank of that. We're going to go and spray that in our on our sugarcane. make sure that there are no weeds coming on that. We don't need to spray these yet. We can spray this at any time, these soybeans, but we don't really have the herbicide to do it at the moment. Right, let's go into here. I do love these walls. It's such a simple little touch that just sort of makes the yard. I'm very much thinking of getting some refill tanks, something placeable I can put on this map, so that we can just come in and fill up from our fields without having to sort of load up everything from down at the shop. I think that would just be a really useful little expansion of our yard. So we'll have a look at that, I think, as well. But really, I'm quite happy with that. Right, let's drop that off. We'll head over here and park our Python up along with our Fent. Our what is it? It's our 20. Oh no, 1042 Fent. I've given everything a wash as well, seeing as we put in that wash station. I felt it prudent to give everything a quick wash. So there we go. That's us finished with the Python today. Let's put the handbrake on as well now that we got that nice feature. But yeah, that's a fantastic tractor. Really like that. So this is a good combination we got on here with the Fent 1042 and the Challenger MT875, isn't it? E. Right, let's take our Stara. I quite like that there are holes in the roof on this. This is currently in reverse, so we'll take it out of reverse. We should have enough space in our shed to get out. And yeah, we have 66% herbicide. This isn't going to take very long, I don't think, with this. To the point where I'm actually not thinking of cutting it. Because I think we're actually going to find that we don't need to. Because there's the width on this is quite wide. And it's only the top end. It's only our new bit of field that needs the spray. Right. So let's pop out. Yeah. Right. So. Actually, it's wider even than that. There we are. Right, let's activate this. And there go our weeds. So that's fantastic. Let's jump into cab, because I haven't really done much spraying in cab on this. It's a little bit bumpy because we're going across the rows, so it's not like it very much. But the rest of the field is actually planted the other direction, which is a bit of an oddity that's happened. I don't quite understand how that's happened, but yeah, we need to. So we're going across the rows at the moment. That will do that. So still getting used to the shuttle as well. Now that I actually have the shuttle. I do keep forgetting to sort it, to get it in the right place. Right, so let's turn that on as we spray this, and this is going to get the whole of this end of the field. Full width. That is absolutely fantastic. So something we're going to do next time, I think, we're going to start looking at seeing if we can clear some of the trees on the area next to us, sort of straight in front of us at the moment, simply because that is where we're going to look to build a field. We've got our farmyard. Our farmyard is nicely constructed for the most part. As I said, I'm going to see if we can get some fill tanks. Actually, I know a perfect place for us to put fill tanks. Maybe not in the farmyard. We've got our lime tank up the side here. I think we should probably. I'll just park this on the side here in our gateway. I think let's put our refill tanks down the side here. There's plenty of space for it with the lime tank here. We could put a couple of refill tanks down here. I think that would just work really, really nicely along the side here. So I think we'll look at that next time. I'm pretty pleased with that. So we're going to call it an episode at this point. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.